All right, running it back with the same 75 as earlier in the week. We have 13 different ways to make the opponent discard 13 discard effects. I'm doing a ton of removal, 10 spells, and then Plague Spitter doubles as removal for goblins, elves, Mog Fanatics, Jackal Pups, Argothian Enchantress, things like that. I love this card. I previously was doing 4 of these in our paper monthlies and online, but I'm realizing to hang with Dreadnought, I needed to up the discard effects, and this is more relevant against Replenish and things like that too. So going higher on those. Fewer Plague Spitters, which had a small little dyssynergy with Ravenous Rats, but not the end of the world in my opinion. Let's get the yeah, especially since the rats do their job when they ETB. Often they'll get sacked as fuel for Cabal Therapy, or they might chump block, whatever. I'm just trying to stay alive a little bit. So chump block is a perfectly good use of a Ravenous Rats. And then Plague Spitter came along later. I mean, I did occasionally kill my own rats with Plague Spitter, which was a little bit of a bummer, but not the end of the world. I'm trying to get my opponent to 16, and then I hit him with the combo. So here's sort of the 11 combo related cards, 4 Dark Rituals. I've been actually thinking of trimming these a little bit. I don't have Phyrexian Arena anymore, which is nice because I'm sort of blanking disenchant effects, other than the one scroll rack, which is not an integral part of the deck. Maybe it is. It's a good backup plan. But yeah, 4 Dark Rituals. Uh, I hate the Dark Ritual into Hypnotic Specter line. I mean, who doesn't run a Swords or a Bolt? Similarly with Plague Spitter. Plague Spitter getting bolted, it might take out one of my opponent's small creatures when it dies. But I don't play Dark Rituals so that I can speed out a Hypnotic Specter unless I'm on the play against Dreadnought, or because I need to avoid days. Like, I mean, I guess it's decent against Replenish too, but in more interactive matchups, more creature removal and stuff like that, I do not want a Dark Ritual into Hypnotic Specter. In the blind, would I do it on turn one? Probably. Skeletal Scrying, I'm still liking that over Phyrexian Arena, partly to help blank disenchant effects, but also I died a few times to my own Phyrexian Arena. Just I couldn't. I mean, the game just was going long for whatever reason, and Phyrexian Arena just bled me out. Especially in conjunction with Plague Spitter hurting me. Skeletal Scrying, I can modulate how much life loss I want to have from the card draw, and I get it in a burst. And most importantly, it's an instant. So my opponents are tapping out at some point. If it's a control deck, they might tap out in my end step. Great, I will Skeletal Scrying. Or maybe that's the moment I Insidious Stream. So yeah, keep those Landstill and Dreadnought decks on their toes. Sideboard, 2 Gloom. Still keeping an eye on that. That I don't know if this is the approach I should be doing if I'm facing Replenish. It's a great card against Replenish, and I want to dodge swords and stuff sometimes too. Want to dodge Worship. That's the other thing about Plague Spitter is the decks that play Worship often have Argothian Enchantress, which you can't kill very easily without Plague Spitter, or I'm doing a 1-1 split, Smother and Diabolic Edict, another way to hit an Argothian Enchantress. But that's all besides the point. Gloom helps just like stop Armageddon coming down, stop Worship, stop Circle Protection Red, which is a little bit of a bummer against the combo. Dystopia is great against all these Call of the Herds and other stuff. Terravores, Elves, stuff like that. That's actually, it's not a great way to try to kill Enchantress, but they'll sack everything before the Enchantress. Um, Little anti-burn package over here, little anti-goblins. Bottle Gnomes is actually a nice thing to Dark Ritual out on turn one. It can block for days, and if they want to, it can block, like, blocking Jackal Pup is the dream. But if they want to expend some resources to kill it, sometimes they might even have to Mog Fanatic it and Seal of Removal it or whatever. That would be a bummer for them. They'll probably just Lightning Bolt it. But that's okay. I just sack it in response to gain 3 life. Spinning Darkness, love this card. I used to be higher, but had to trim just in partly an acknowledgement of, hey, I don't want to attract too much attention to my graveyard or have spells that are competing for the exile, for the graveyard fuel. But I still enjoy Spinning Darkness as a free spell. Definitely buys some time. And once again, I'm hurting myself. So it's just another piece of removal. This deck, I really appreciate having removal in this deck. It's possible that a more aggressive approach is the way to go, but I kind of like the slightly controlling approach. Blood Moon's a little bit of a tricky one. It's rare in Premodern for a mana base to be able to play Blood Moon without too much self-inflicted harm. The way I see it is if red is your secondary or tertiary color, it's a good option because you'll be getting the basics of your primary color first, and then your secondary, you can play a Blood Moon and it's all good. You've got a mountain and a non-basic and a couple swamps. That's fine. I don't have too many utility lands that matter. A couple Mishra's Factories, those are relevant. The backup plan that I was talking about with Scroll Rack might be relevant if I have Draco in hand and I want to. So with Scroll Rack, it's good for putting Erratic Explosion or Draco back on top. It's also the only source of card selection in the deck. If I draw one of these and I don't have Scroll Rack and I don't have enough cards to Insidious Dreams for Scroll Rack, and something else while keeping these in my hand, it's okay to discard Draco because Bulrash Stronghold is a way to put it back on top, only for the same turn that I'm Erratic Explosioning. I can't, if I discard Erratic Explosions to Insidious Dreams, the combo dream is dead. All good. Sometimes that happens and you can still win. These 6 cards in the middle here is the anti-Dreadnought plan. So in addition to 13 discard effects and then 6 direct removal, hopefully they don't animate a Mishra's Factory in response to my Diabolic Edict. But 13 discard, 6 removal, and then 6 sideboard effects to go at the Dreadnought. That's the package. That's the plan. So let's see if we can find some game. Okay, on the draw with a ton of discard effects. Try that out. Red, so burn? Ravenous Rat's great against burn. Another piece of removal is good. This hand is going to be good at buying time. If this is indeed burn. If it's Goblins, this double duress is a nightmare. None of the above. What is this? Just blue-red good stuff? 2 pieces of counter magic. I feel like I'll get around to getting that. Factor Fiction is the one that I'll get around to. Weird. But I hate to take days. I do have plenty of lands. I think I can afford to sort of play around days, which means I won't play Ravenous Rats next turn. I guess just the cheapest little bit of interaction. If I can resolve Plague Spirit or Hypnotic Specter, that's great against their counter magic and stuff like that. Why didn't they play Grim Lavamancer? It's clicked. Another piece of removal. Yeah, I'm gonna keep playing around days. Might take Factor Fiction here. Okay. I don't mind taking Monolith either. Okay. Grim Lavamancer. Maybe they didn't want to play Grim Lavamancer until they could protect it. Let's play Rats. Need some action here. Need Insidious Dreams, Skeletal Scrying, Hypnotic Specter. Okay, they discarded Incinerate, so I know their hand. Surprised they didn't discard Daze. Factor Fiction is a cool way to fill the graveyard for Grim Lavamancer. I like that interaction. Back-to-back Dark Ritual is so bad. I'm gonna swing. Time to start nibbling. Let's get them into down to 16. Dealing it to who are they targeting? Targeting me. Okay. Yeah, that resolves. Should I kill that thing? Yeah. Kill it in response. Counter spell. Okay. They really want to keep it alive. I don't mind bolting it. My hand is garbage. Is me. Go ahead. Faerie Conclave is going to do a little bit of work here, though. I wonder if they play Standstill. They seem to operate fairly well under Standstill with the main lands of Grim Lavamancer. I could see that. Okay, to play around days, I need one more card in hand. Either a land, I would play out the land to play around days, or if I just get something else, like even another dark ritual, whatever, I'll cast one of the dark rituals. That'll give me 5, 6 mana. I can Insidious Dreams and discard the other dark ritual and whatever I draw. Because I need X of Insidious Dreams. I need it to be 2. Draco, Erratic Explosion. I'm happy to see them tapping out. Ooh, dang, that's a good one. Have they found removal? If they found removal, this is just a dud. I'm doing it. It's too fun not to play. It kind of incentivizes them not to attack, therefore hold up mana. They've been drawing spells. They have 2 unknown spells because I haven't played a land. Not sure that was the right move, but against a deck with counter magic, it's nice. The blue-red deck has a cool little combo of burn and counter magic, both of which are often instant speed, but the weakness obviously is its mana. So yeah, like I said, they're not tapping out. They drew another spell. That's a good one. 2 dark rituals makes 8 mana here. So I could Skeletal Scrying for X is 6 while playing around days. Kind of zesty. If I swing here and they tap out, is that the move? If they tap out to block this. Ooh. Alright, well they're at 16. Dang, I have 2 really good options here. They are officially in the danger zone. 16. Tempted to... I mean, both of these are good options. Force Spike? Would they play Force Spike? Ooh, I wanna draw more cards. The fetch? I mean, sorry, stifle? Stifle the fetch? Make sure swamps are good. Dark ritual. They don't have double days. Only 1 island. Let's play around 1 days. X. Oh, I almost didn't use all that mana. X is 6. Sheesh. The non-black cards. I don't have Spinning Darkness in hand, but or sorry, in the main, but whatever. They do counter this. Daze and Force Spike. That is a blowout, but they did not. Drew another land too. Ooh, the little back-to-back here. I'm at 6. That's something to watch out for. Main deck to Faerie's Response. They do have 2 dazes. None of these are that good. I do need removal though. Okay, I took Factor Fiction, and yeah, they have double days. I already played a land. I kind of lost track of my life total there. Oh, it's because the Skeletal Scrying for so much. Yeah, I lost 6 life. So they still only have 1 days. If I draw Dark Ritual, I could actually Insidious Dreams and Erratic Explosion in one go. Just like Insidious Dreams for just putting Draco on top and then Erratic Explosion. So they're holding up casting dazes. That's why I saved the therapy. Got removal. That's good. Let's just start with that. How do you want to do this? Do you want to cast daze a couple times? Wow, let's let it resolve. Okay. Daze. I do have to watch out for... Nah, not even. I was thinking they would animate... Like, if they animate both of these to try to deal me 4 damage, they won't be able to hold up Faerie Response. And if they only animate one of them, then I'm okay. That being said, do I just hit the Faerie's Response right now? Interesting. If I play a land, I will only have 1 card to discard. I still, even though I have Erratic Explosion in hand, I need X's 2, because I'm going to draw a card next turn, and I need Draco to then be on top. So I can't draw the Draco. So I need to put X's 2, and I want to hold the bolt. I'm just going to chill. I can take 4 damage here. Unless they draw a bolt. Oh no, I'm okay. I can chump block the Mishra's Factory. Okay, definitely a few different ways I could do this. It's just chump block. I guess I can discard the bolt. Still tanking on this decision. I'm gonna leave up rats to either chump block or sack to Cabal Therapy to name counterspell in their turn. Now, starting 2 lands. Draco and Duress. I almost want like a Urza's Bauble here. I want 0 mana interaction. But I think Duress is the move. Okay, so I can survive even a Lightning Bolt. As long as they don't draw something that deals 4 damage off of 1 red. Not possible. We're good. Okay. They're coming in for 2. Can't chump block that. That's okay. Alright, I'm gonna play Duress. Not really much I'm afraid of right now. Bolt me to 1, that's okay. Fortunately, I didn't have to rely on Sulphurous Springs. Alright, we did it. Sideboarding. Maybe a little life gain. Good little blocker for factories. Little life gain there. Tinkerer. It gets Teferi. They've got those main deck Teferi's response. 3 blue blasts. Blood Moon's interesting. I don't find their basic islands. This is zesty. I don't think it's good enough. I'm already bringing in a handful of cards. I'd rather not bring in too many. I like Plague Spitters. They have 1/1s. I like the removal. Dark Ritual. Let's trim all but 1. This isn't the type of deck that makes me go crazy fast. It's kind of nice against Monolith and Daze even, but the card negativity is a bummer. Don't play scary big creatures. Terminate is good against those large creatures, but the hardest to cast out of all the removal. I'll trim another. Okay, removal. It's my 1 terminate. Bottle Gnomes. A couple options there. Scroll Rack. Alright, Grim Lavamancer. More removals, good. I don't want to fetch yet. I don't want to thin my deck. I need lands 3 and 4. Okay. I still think I want to terminate them in the in their upkeep. I'm worried they're gonna try to hardcast Daze. Okay, I'll just do it now. Skeletal Scrying a little bit scary against a burn adjacent deck. Wonder how many islands this deck plays. Okay, they missed a land drop. I did not. They don't have an attacker, so I'm in no rush to bring out gnomes. No need to rush it into a daze. Also, if something's gonna get monolith, I'd rather do this. Ooh, bummer. No, I do not have the Pyroblast. Bottle Gnomes would have dodged that. Okay. Maybe in their upkeep, I Skeletal Scrying, just a modest Skeletal Scrying. Sure. Or if they... No. Actually, let's see if they tap out for something. No, they did not. Okay. I'm going to do a modest... Just draw 2. The non-black cards, because now Spinning Darkness is in the deck. It's nice to have Pyroblast protecting the Insidious Dreams. They slightly paused on the Scrying, but didn't counter it. I wouldn't mind drawing another land, so I'm in no rush to crack this fetch. Icing right now? I mean, their shields are down and I can Insidious Dreams. Sure. They are not at 16 yet, so maybe I shouldn't rush this. Just feels like a juicy opportunity. Discard Dreams, Bottle Gnomes, Smother, get Cabal Therapy, get Plague Spitter. I feel like that's an all-in play that I just don't have to do. We've even Pyroblasted that, but all good. Alright. Yeah, I'm in no rush. Maybe I should have Pyroblasted that. Alright, they discarded Teferi's response. I have 2 black cards in the graveyard. Cabal Therapy would be an amazing draw. Helps me put Ravenous Rats in the yard. But Ravenous Rats is going to peck away a tiny bit. Nibble, nah. They are missing land drops. Missing the island, too. Critically. By tapping like that in my upkeep last turn, I think I sort of gave away what the situation is. Fire on that. Okay. Resolve another, not pecker, but something that will nibble. A nibbler. Nibbling gnomes. Okay, they found the island. Good. I am at 11. Something to just keep in mind. Dark Ritual is pretty good. Spinning Darkness, very good. And I will protect this with Pyroblast. So good right now. With Grim Lavamancer leaving the field, it means I can swing for another damage. I would rather use this bolt just to discard as fodder for dreams rather than have to play it. I want this Bottle Gnomes to get them to 16. Or if they tap Shivan Reef for pain 1 time, should be good. Do the one of Dark Ritual, which is good, helps me play around days. And I'm not gonna just plop out this Insidious Dreams until they tap out of Mana League. Is that true? Could I Dark Ritual right now? They have actual factual counterspell mana up, but I could Dark Ritual, Insidious Dreams discarding everything but the Pyroblast. That would leave me with one mountain and yeah, both my mountains untapped. So if they daze, fine. If they Mana League as well, also fine. Okay. Again, I'm kind of playing into something I don't have to. Makes me question this play a little bit. Okay, discard Bolt, Smother, and Other Dreams. Yeah, actual factual counterspell. I have the answer. They took a damage as well, so they're at 16, holding up Lightning Bolt mana. I don't know. I did X's 3, but now it's... Yeah, I mean, who are they bolting? Me? Tapped out. Draco. Erratic Explosion. Do I need anything else? Yeah, I don't think I need anything else. I'll put a Skeletal Scrying if somehow this goes... Oh, let's Cabal Therapy. Because they still get me with a day. No, they don't get me with days. We're good. Yeah, so if somehow this goes south, I have a Skeletal Scrying to follow it up. So Skeletal Scrying, Draco, Radic Explosion. Yeah, we're good. Okay, good game. Feels like a solid matchup. In addition to being an off-meta deck, it was a solid matchup. Okay, on the play against unknown opponent, cannot keep that. Can keep this. Ooh, scary. Actually, whew. So here's that question. Do I want to turn one the Hypnotic Specter? Yes. Probably my... I mean, I could even turn one the Plague Spitter, but I'd rather... It's harder to get double black in this situation. I don't have that guaranteed, so... Rats is a nice turn 2 play, which this deck, there's a dearth of turn 2 plays. But, ooh, here we go. I hate this gamble. Yeah, Plague Spitter, I mean, I could draw another colorless or just red land. Double mulligan, basically. Hate that. They have the removal. Nothing to say. I mulliganed once, and then I got 2 for 1. Okay, they have a blocker. Oh, it's just pit rack. Interesting. Double mulligan and then double rack. Jeez Louise. And Insidious Dreams it just sets me up for disaster against the double rack. Because I'll discard all my cards and then upkeep takes 6. My oh my. Okay, a little removal if they try to block my rats. Oh. Instant speed sinkhole. Pretty cool. Alright, they took 1 to do that too, so hopefully Cabal Pit gets them down to 16. I do have the Insidious Dreams in hand. Nice to get rid of their one threat too, other than the racks. Discards a card. Arguably should have discarded Insidious Dreams, but double Plague Spitter is pretty bad, especially when my life total is under threat. No, I'm not playing that out. I need to steer clear of rack damage. I would rather this be the one thing that puts them in the danger zone. I'd rather use Bolt than Plague Spitter to do that. And I'm hoping they just do it on their own. I mean, I can do it, but now is still not the time because they won't be dead, and then I will take 6 for a couple turns, and that's not good. Nothing I can do about this duress. Sometimes it's cool to, there was maybe a line there. It's a nice way to dodge duress is to Insidious Dreams in response and I have nothing in hand. But then I'm taking 6, and then the only way to replenish my hand would get Skeletal Scrying and do that for a 3. My hand would be at 3. I would have taken 6 and then 3. I'd be at 4. I would have had to take 2 black, 2 pain from playing 2 black spells, so I'd be at 2. I'm just dodging Bottomless Pit. Still not gonna play anything out. Still need to just pray that I dodge the pit. Triple rack. Bit of a menace. But to activate it, they will take at least 1 damage. Okay, maybe now's the time to start scroll racking. Help me find what I need. Do it. Okay, yeah, they're putting themselves to 16. What are they gonna name? They either have 2 of the same card or they're 50-50. They named Edict and they hit Edict. Still, I don't know if they have 2 of the same or if they just got lucky. Won the coin flip, however lucky that is. Okay, let's bottom all of this. Found Draco, but not the other stuff. Is there anything I want to cast? Not really. What do I want to draw? It's funny though, the thing that I want to have in my hand is the thing I don't put on top of my library because then I draw it and then I'm going to scroll rack again. So I guess Dark Writ, Bolt, do that. Okay. Actually, no, I'm not going to do it now. If I get duressed, I don't want to have Insidious Dreams in my hand and not be able to get rid of it. So I'm going to do the scroll rack in the end step. You should have played out a land, so if I did find the Insidious Dreams, I could have used it. Yeah, should have done that. I guess there is a dark ritual in the pile. Finding Natty Erratic Explosion would be awesome too. I doubt they hit here. Yeah, they named the Dreams. Okay, now I can do it. Didn't find the Dreams. Do I want to draw any of these again? It's kind of nice. That dies to Cabal. Okay, again, not really. I feel like they just have creature removal sitting in their hand. Okay, this time I will play out a land so that if I find Insidious Dreams, I can just cast it in their end step. But, geez. Starting to get to the point where I'm gonna die from Cursed Scroll. They keep hitting on their scroll. Okay. Natty Erratic Explosion is the dream. 1, 2, 3. Not find it. Do I want to draw any of these? Not really. Shuffle effect? I haven't even found a shuffle. I mean, I actually don't have a ton of shuffle effects. I have 4 fetch lands, so can't really complain about that. Do I go for it now? Not yet. Still have 2 turns. I even thought about there's an idea that I could Cabal Therapy naming Diabolic Edict, which they keep naming with their Cursed Scroll, but they would just hit me with Scroll in response, and they would just draw whatever. So that sucks, but I don't have a response. A little bit scared to do this, but gotta do it. If I find Insidious Dreams or Erratic Explosion and then it gets hit by the random discard of Bottomless Pit, that would suck. Okay, didn't find it anyway. Where do I want Draco? I want Draco in hand now because I'm going to do 1 more giant scroll rack and hope to hit Erratic Explosion. And then I'm going to be dead on their upkeep. Randomly discard. Draw Draco. I need Erratic Explosion. That's it. Do all these. Didn't find it, and I'm toast. They're gonna just curse scroll me twice in a row. Dang, I duress just in time. A little life gain, a little more life gain, and then anti-artifact stuff. The combo is hard to pull. I just try to get there with beats. Is there anything else? It's like I have more that I would want to take out. I'm gonna leave in scroll rack. It has some value. Yeah, there's nothing else that's worth bringing in. Blood Moon. They can't mess with Blood Moon, and it stops their artifact lands. I'll bring in 1 of those. Stops mine too, but mine is not as critical of a plan. Also stops their Cabal Pit from killing my Plague Spitter or Hypnotic Specter. Small little value from Blood Moon. Alright, got some stuff. Can't really ask for anything better. Overload. That would be better. You know what? This Tainted Pact is turned off. So I need a basic swamp. I do have both colors still. But I don't have 2 black for Hypnotic Specter yet. Alright. They mold twice? Did they mold twice? Yeah, they mold twice and then they're unmasking. I'm okay with that. They probably still have Dark Ritual into Bottomless Pit with 3 of their last cards. Land, Dark Writ, Pit and Rack on their next play. Alright, they took Specter. That's fine. That was the one that honestly I'm nervous I wasn't going to be able to cast. They lost connection and then conceded? Yeah. Alright, dang. Didn't really get to finish that. Alright, MTGO has been very slow lately, but this hand is interesting. I could turn 2 Insidious Dreams and then turn 3 try to win, but I mean, there's no need to rush. But yeah, MTGO has been super laggy lately, apparently for everyone. I just saw that they canceled some events. This hand's suspect, but I'm gonna keep it. Mishra's Factory will try to get 4 damage. It's optimistic, and then Dark Writ into Dreams. Opponent has mulled to 5. Okay, playing against Goblins, and their 5 is probably gonna be pretty good because I can't stop this Lackey. I mean, do I smother it? I could Dark Writ into Smother. I honestly think that's the move. They mold, so I'm gonna try to feel less bad about this. I really want I could Dark Writ into Scroll Rack. I don't think that's necessary. Next turn, Mishra's Factory can block if they come at me with another one. But okay, this is interesting. This is the black red Goblins deck that plays Cabal Therapy. I hope they miss because, geez, I mean, if they play a Goblin, they can Flashback Therapy and hit both of these Insidious Streams. I think they'll miss on the first. I look like a stereotypical machine head deck. I don't even know. I don't even know what I look like. They named Phyrexian Arena. Yep. Okay. Machine head is what they're thinking. Fair enough. Okay, they got the Lackey. Are they going to sack the Lackey to Flashback Therapy? Yeah? Okay. They're down to 1 card in hand, so that makes me feel a bit better. Wow, they named Scroll Rack. Interesting. I mean, I could Dark Writ and then play Insidious Dreams, discarding 2 and go get the combo, and then hope that Mishra's Factory gets in there for the remaining 3 damage. I don't think that's a good move. Maybe they have another Cabal Therapy, and that's why they named the play that I would make earlier. I can see that. Like they named Scroll Rack because they knew they'd be following up with another Cabal Therapy on this turn. Turn 3 for them right now. Hitting the thing that I couldn't cast on my turn 2. So, I don't know. We'll see. Sharpshooter. Interesting. Uh, they have 0 cards in hand. I am not too worried about that. Memes yet. Does that mean I should bolt? No. Because I can't even. I was thinking I could go for the combo, but I'd have to discard 3 cards because I need a land, Draco, and Explosion. So I mean, I could. Yeah, I can't even get that. I don't know why that's so hard for me to think right now. 2 bolts. I'd rather just attack. I would love it if they deal this last point of damage to themselves. They did, okay. I was picturing a 2 red spell. I was picturing this one. But yeah, okay. Now these bolts don't have to deal damage. They can just be on removal duty or discard to dreams duty. I do have to be careful not to get hit with another Cabal Therapy. I think this turn I'm going to Dark Writ, Dreams, discard. I have to discard 3, so I'll discard the other Dreams, a Bolt, and an Edict. Yeah. Okay. Wow, they're okay with me blocking with Mishra's Factory, but I'm not going to. Oh, it was just a bluff. Wow. I mean, I guess maybe they know I'm so low on lands, they'd be down to do that trade. Sharpshooter would finish off the factory. Okay, I can see that. Black. 1, 2, 3. So this is gonna be a pass the turn file. But I think I can bolt and let's just get a mountain. I can bolt and swing. Draco on the bottom, mountain on top. Okay. Or, I mean, swing. Let's just play defense. Yeah, I'm just gonna play defense. Simple. Keep it simple. Wow, they didn't. I think they just spaced. They're feeling forlorn about this game. They didn't use the Goblin Sharpshooter there in response to its untap trigger. Okay. Against Goblins. These guys do a little life gain. Either that is it. I have to be wary about my life total, so I might take out Scrying. Plague Spitter, solid. Hypnotic Specter, not as solid. S, also not as solid. I'll try that. But yeah, I've got a good amount of removal. 4 bolts, 4 terminates, smother, edict, 2 plague spitter. 12? Yeah. Oh, 13 with spinning darkness. Are we ever gonna get retro hypnotic specters on Magic Online? That would be sweet. I like when back in the day when they used to do these quotes from books and Shakespeare and stuff in the flavor text. Okay, on the draw against Goblins. Scary times. Hopefully I can get some bolts, but the mana, not good enough. I even have turn 1 plays, it's just that these turn 1 plays aren't amazing against Goblins. And combine that with the fact that I only have 1 land. Yeah. Not good either, but at least I have a 2nd land. I put away a Therapy when maybe I should have put away a Duress. Honestly, maybe should have sided out more Duresses. Turn 1 Lackey. We play in my local group. We play. Oof, bad draw right there. We play paper tournaments every monthly, and you get a prize if you play unpowered Premodern. There's happens. I mean, our list of power has grown to 9 cards now, and Lackey is one of them. Okay. Whiff. Dang, this is gonna be a rough game. I'm tempted to just concede right now. Yikes. He's gonna pile driver and siege gang, and I'm not really doing anything. This game is so over. I'm actually gonna just concede it. I can't win this one. Plague Spitter off the top wouldn't even be enough. Yeah, it's just too late. I can terminate something, but it's too late. Terminate and therapy next turn, but too late. Maybe bring back in just stuff that does stuff. Duress is not good. Normally I don't concede that quickly. I mean, that looked very dire, and I don't blame me for conceding, but normally I would still stick it out a little bit. I just happen to be in a little bit of a time crunch. And their lag is just kind of dragging these out. I can't keep with one non... Ugh. I can't keep this either. All swamps, Bloodstained Mires. Ooh. Should I fetch for 3 more swamps? Should I bin the Insidious Dreams on this mulligan? Opponent null to 5, game 1. And then I have drawn bad hands from there. I'm going to 5 here. I went to a bad 6 last game. I'm going to 4. Going to 3. I don't even know. I'm on 3. That was painful. This is goofy. That's dumb. They're on 7. This is the worst part about Magic. It's the first slightly keepable hand. They got the turn 1 Lackey every game. Turned into a kind of a really bad match, unfortunately. It's definitely the downfall of Magic in my mind. Or the significant drawback of Magic. Some games are just determined by 0 skill. Some matches. So they had the nice little 1-2 punch. Lackey, Gem Palm Incinerator. Incinerator clears the way, draws a card. Lackey puts in something good usually. Yep, that's the ideal 5 drop. So Plague Spitter off the top keeps me in the game, kind of. Plague Spitter off the top, there's only 2 in the deck. Unfortunately, Dark Ritual is kind of a bummer way to deploy it. I wish I had a land, but that's funny. Plague Spitter off the top, okay. They're swinging with everyone but Siege Gang. They don't want my Plague Spitter to die, I guess. Cabal Therapy would be an interesting draw, because then I could even kill the Siege Gang here. Because Plague Spitter will deal 1 in the upkeep, and then when I sack it to Cabal Therapy, it'll deal 1 more to everything. There's a mold of 3. I'm not saying I'm in the clear by any. Yeah, I'm not. Okay. But they just have a 2/2 and 4 cards in hand and more lands in me. I mean, alright. The lag means I can't even cast this spell. Oh, yeah, yeah. Smother can't target Siege Gang. Can't target that either. That's gonna give them a nice reload. They got Lackey, Incinerator, and Pile Driver. So toast. At this point, Plague Spitter off the top doesn't even help. Can't smother either one of those. I can't sit through this. Tough match. Tough match. Okay, on the play. Eesh. This hand doesn't do a ton, but is disruptive and has mana. This is rough, but I'll try it. Okay. Looks like Elves. We can disrupt them for the first couple turns, but I'm definitely gonna need Plague Spitter or just good cards. But nice to get rid of that Tangle Wire with the Duress. So they played Llanowar while they have 2 Finthorns. So I mean, if I get Cabal Therapy, great. Plague Spitter, amazing. Do I bother with Diabolic Edict right now? I could also, I'm gonna pretend I'm an all black deck at the moment. Do I bother with Diabolic Edict just to slow them down? I would say no. I'm gonna use Diabolic Edict on Wirewood Symbiote because that thing kind of disrupts Plague Spitter action. But that was a great top deck. 2 matches in a row, top decking a Plague Spitter in crunch time. Although, as I recall, the last one, it didn't pay out anyways. Alright, I'm gonna keep pretending that I'm mono black for what it's worth. But that is a haymaker against them. I wonder if we'll see Wirewood Symbiote come out. I don't think so. Okay, they're playing out Symbiote. I guess that can rescue 2 of their elves. Are they gonna use it once during their turn? Huh. Wonder why they did that. Did they get Collar of the Claw off the top? Like Collar of the Claw. So they picked up one of the Finthorn elves. Yeah. That's crazy. All good. On my next turn, or actually maybe I'll block one of their okay. Show them I'm red. Basically, once Plague Spitter deals 1 damage to all these, I'm gonna kill it, I think. Kill it on my own accord and sweep them again. And they have 1 Finthorn in hand, which I don't want them to play out. Do I take all 8 here? Actually, yeah, I can. Oh yeah, blocking wouldn't do anything. Sorry, never mind. I have to go to my upkeep. Blocking would just trade with 1. Let's just draw. I think Volrath Stronghold's actually going to be relevant in this matchup. Picking up Plague Spitter. Let's get a swing in. Because they do play, Well-Wisher. They do gain life. There's also the... I think... Does the Thornscape Battle Mage gain life? No, it shocks and it kills enchantments. Okay. I'm gonna Diabolic Edict because they often have a swarm of creatures and Smother is gonna be more relevant. Target myself. Still have 5 cards in hand. So it's funny. I have gotten Plague Spitter out against Elves one time, and he had 3 Collar of the Claws that he found in the top like 12. I always remembered that with disdain. Just kidding. But it was, they do seem to find the Collar of the Claw without survival. Okay. Let's put this back on top. I could just try to go fast for the combo, but I wonder if I can just beat them with this without showing them the combo. I need to start hanging on to cards to discard doing Insidious Dreams. I could play this out if I wanted to have Plague Spitter die and pick it up, but that's not really happening. I don't need to play out that land. And by pick it up, I mean use Volrath Stronghold. survival. They have not found a land, so yeah. Fortunate for me. Okay, now I can bolt and dreams for what it's worth. But I mean, I'm tempted to try to just win this with Plague Spitter so I don't have to show them Insidious Dreams. Not that Elves really has that many sideboard tools against it anyway. So they went and got Multani's Acolyte. Okay. I am just going to bolt them. Try to get this game over with, like I said, without showing them the combo. That's nice. Speeds up my clock by 1 turn, I believe. Yeah. So they should be dead next turn unless they can get something with 2 toughness out, but even then, I just smother it. I think it's just gonna get annihilated by Plague Spitter. Plague Spitter's so good against Elves. Yeah, okay. I'm glad I didn't have to show them dreams. Blood Moon for Guy's Cradle, probably not worth it. I have this. Spinning Darkness counts. I'm not sure about that, but it could be impactful. Hypnotic Specter, not amazing. Ravenous Rat's actually probably worse because I just hit a squee. That's iffy. I might take out a Cabal Therapy as well. So Dystopias and 1 more removal. Blood Moon. The chances that Mishra's Factory's crashing in as the difference maker or blocking it being the difference maker, I don't think that's likely. I'm actually gonna try Blood Moon. Take out another Spectre. Take out a Rats. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't tested Blood Moon against Elves before. Has no fetches, only 1 thing that's going to send itself to the graveyard for scrying. So the Skeletal Scrying is looking weak, but I do have turn 1 removal, followed by a turn 2 play, and then some selection. And they are mulling to 5, so I don't feel bad. They're on a tier 1-ish deck, 1.5, 2, whatever. But yeah, I've got good mana. I can't complain too much about this hand. Good mana and removal for the first elf. No turn 1 elf. Okay. Play out Factory. Maybe there's not a turn 2 elf either, and I can start swinging. No turn 2 elf. Just for the sake of putting things in my graveyard for scrying. Can't get naturalized here because Guy's Cradle's currently turned off. Yeah, no more lands, so I don't need to draw any more lands. They got nothing. No more lands, please. Holding up Mountain. Something to bolt. What do I name here? I'm less and less worried about Tanglewire. More and more survival kind of lets them go big. The Priest of Titania. I think survival is probably the safest bet. A whiffed. There's 2 Tanglewires, Priest, Elvish Champion. Huh. So I do have the option of sacking Mishra's Factory. I don't mind that actually. It just puts more stuff in my graveyard. But let me swing first. Not too worried about Tanglewire. Maybe that's just ignorance. Priest of Titania seems like the nice pick because it stops them from getting off the ground. I'm gonna do it. I've got next turn I can scrying for 3. They're already in danger zone, so I don't need to keep pushing damage like that badly. Interesting. Now I'm just gonna go bigger because Dark Ritual adds a card to the yard. And yeah, actually a little lag here, but I'm actually gonna activate Scroll Rack now in case I find more discard stuff. So I'm gonna use the Mountain. I'm only gonna put 3 away. Yeah. Because I want to use the Dark Ritual next turn. I'm going to use the Dark Ritual and the Scrying. Okay, we did get a Cabal Therapy. And a Blood Moon. Ooh, a Dark Ritual and a Plague Spitter too. Okay. I think I just keep hitting the Elves. I just don't want them to get creatures going. Tangle Wire, like, ooh, Naturalize. Can't cast it. Okay. Tough draw over there for them. Not ideal. Okay. It'll be 5 cards in the yard after a Dark Ritual, and that will be 4, 5, 6 mana, so that's perfect. In a funny way, Blood Moon actually turns on Cradle. They'll be able to tap Cradle for red, play this other guy's Cradle, tap it for red. So I don't want to play Blood Moon at the moment. And yes, they will still be legendary even with Blood Moon out. So one of them will die. But yeah. And I'm gonna exile this Cabal Therapy with Skeletal Scrying. It's okay. That's how much I'm just not worried about Tangle Wire. Play out the mountain so I can bolt if necessary. Can also put Draco away. This deck doesn't have a ton of shuffles. It's got 4 fetches and 4 Insidious Dreams. Okay, I'm gonna put away a lot of these. 1, 2, 3. Everything but the bolt and the Plague Spitter. Should have actually just put away the bolt because I'm gonna draw. Whatever. Unless I want to go get the combo. No rush. Draco, Blood Moon, Volrath, Swamp. Should have put away a 5th card. Yeah, 5th card, yeah. I will say there's a chance the Tangle Wires get annoying if it's the turn I'm trying to combo. No, I'll be okay. Never mind. Again, I'm putting off comboing here. Playing Plague Spitter is just pretty amazing against them. I took the Naturalize because I'm like I said 1,000 times, I'm not too worried about Tangle Wires. And 2, I could actually see Scroll Rack. It's been useful so far this game, and I could see it actually. I'm gonna bolt them. Okay. I could see it actually being relevant. I don't know. Unlikely. I'm gonna hold up the combo and terminate. I have mana for both. They drew very badly, and I top decked that Plague Spitter in game 1. So okay, show them the combo. They're finally getting to see it. I'll hang on to the terminate. Funny enough, I don't even have to get Draco here, but I could just get that 6-drop or a 5-drop because Plague Spitter is gonna deal 3. Do I have a 5-drop? I've got Dreams, which is a 4-drop. Spinning Darkness is a 6-drop. Doesn't matter. Lightly favored in this matchup, but it definitely played out well for me. So yeah, that's the list. Right now I don't have any changes in mind. I might trim a Dark Ritual or 2, add a little oomph to the deck, get a Phyrexian Furnace or 2 back in the deck. Yeah, I would like to be able to squeeze in a 4th Pyroblast. Yeah, so we'll see. And a little Graveyard Hate. It's possible that I should just not be worrying about doing Graveyard Hate and instead just focus on getting the combo off as quickly as possible. Maybe a 3rd Skeletal Scrying. Those have been nice. Yeah. Anyways, good matches.